Nice run for the kid in fifth. I think maybe has a bright future as well. Dale Earnhardt Jr., if he can keep this up.
I was saving that for later, Ben.
Well, Ben, I'll have to go with the Tale of the Dales, the Dale and Dale show, if you will. And this is where that came in. P5 for Dale Earnhardt Jr. in his second show up in the Xfinity Series this year. Old man still knows how to do it. And it's not just anybody can just get in there after not doing it for so long. We talk about it every time he does it, but it still holds true. I have no idea what it takes to be out of the car for so long, get back in, and have a top 5 result in a very competitive Xfinity Series field. That's just really impressive, and he will always be my one shining moment. I wasn't really a big Dale Earnhardt Jr. fan growing up, but my family was. But anyway, besides the point, we don't know how many more times he's going to be doing this. So every time he does make an Xfinity Series start, I want to make sure he is a part of my one shining moment. Dale Earnhardt Jr. The other Dale would be the one that filled in for him on the Xfinity Series booth. That's Dale Jarrett. And really reminiscing of the ESPN days gone by, and just really missed hearing his voice up in the booth. He does a really great job. And I know with the circumstances with Dale Jr., having that position on a regular basis, there's no way that we're not going to have Dale Jr. in the booth, but it was nice to hear. It was refreshing to hear Dale Jarrett up there.
Yeah, well, I think, and we were talking about this backstage before we came on the air, right. Mike Joy put it perfectly on the download a couple of years ago. You couldn't dynamite Dale Jr. out of that booth. Like, as long as he's employed by NBC, that's where they're going to use him. And I get it. He's a popular guy, and, people, love the energy that he brings. But I do agree with you. I missed having Dale Jarrett up there. And if it were up to me, I would put Dale Jr. on the Peacock pit box in kind of a studio role, because I think he's a better analyst in that position. I think Dale Jarrett, certainly has the experience from his ESPN days, like you were mentioning, Brandon. But I think he's probably the best booth analyst NBC has. And it's unfortunate that he doesn't always get the opportunity to go up there and showcase that talent. I guess he does at Darlington every year because they bring him up along with Kyle Petty and Dale Jr. for the second stage or whatever. Yeah. But refreshing to see him in the booth. I totally agree. And, certainly agree with you there. I'm sure Josh Berry, it's going to make for an interesting competition meeting, I guess, this morning.
It was this morning, wasn't it? Yeah.
With what happened there. Yeah. So that was an unfortunate deal, but, regardless, still a strong run. And he could have had a top 5 at Bristol as well. That was the same car that they were mentioning that, had that electrical fire issue at Bristol that unfortunately ended his night prematurely there. But I'm with you. It's certainly impressive to see him get out there and only do this once or twice a year and still run as competitive as he is. We'll see how much longer he keeps doing it. I want to see him in a truck, though. I want to see him and Jeff Gordon run at least one truck race at some point. Like, I feel like Martinsville is a perfect place to do it. Maybe not in the playoffs, but the spring Martinsville date, get them both in a truck. Maybe Spire can put something together with their HendrickCars.com partnership or whatever.
Yeah,
that would be interesting to see.